Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We are gonna do a damage assessment on the tornado that happened on June 20th, 2025 near Enderlin, North Dakota, specifically the EF5 tornado. So the tornado would first touch down, doing EF0 damage to large branches broken from 1 inch to 3 inch diameter. And the tornado is now rapidly growing into a sort of wedge-shaped tornado, well, of 1,021 yards. I did kind of overestimate it there, but whatever. Actually, around this point, there was a metal roofing thing that got severely damaged, and the tornado now is going dangerously close to a place with trains that, well, I can't bother to edit this video. I mean, I might edit it a bit, but Ethan Morarati, I don't know how to say it, June 1st, did calculations and said it would take 264 miles per hour to toss a train over 300 feet. Now, you could see about 5 cars were empty, and yeah. Now the tornado is coming up dangerously close to peak intensity, doing some EF3 tree damage. Trees debarked. And that tornado's doing some more debarking on trees, and also does an EF2 damage indicator anchored by four cables into the ground. A collapsed cell phone tower, collapsed cell phone pole or tower. Now the tornado is getting extremely violent, like to the point that at this one it says destruction of engineered and or well constructed residencies, slab swept clean. Sadly, there's no photos of damage. I'll probably show you, but no one was living here, as the home owner probably passed away in, by my rough calculations, 2020. So that home was abandoned. For 5 years, so it could have had some rotting. But I've seen some of the damage things on YouTube, and the damage looks close to EF4, at least. Anyways, so the tornado is still going on, mostly over rural area. The tornado continues, weakening down to an EF1 for a short while, doing some tree trunks snapped. Well, I guess that means multiple. And a large section of roofs were ripped off. And the home here suffered, which would, if it was me, I'll probably rate it an EF4, even though there seems to be, I mean, I could see why they keep it at the EF3, because a well-constructed home normally has, anchor bolts, and from the videos I've seen, I could barely see any anchor bolts. So, the tornado's shrinking. I might as well just do the EF1 as well. The tornado is shrinking, and it hits a second home, kind of widening. Most walls collapsed, exterior, interior rooms. I don't know, I'm pretty sure that house was reduced to a pile of rubble. You can see the tornado is in a pile of lakes and that. So, yeah, and the tornado then broken or bent still, or thingy material. I don't know. I can't. My bad. And tree branches were broken and grain bins were thrown around at this damaged area. And same as the last one, 74 miles per hour on that one, and 80 on the other one. Probably because of the grain bins, but okay. Now let's get to, now let's get to the stuff. So the tornado had a peak winds of 160 miles per hour, 3 fatalities, an EF3 rating, traveled about 11.8 miles, and was the first out of the Enderlin tornadoes, and grew to a mile wide. With all of that, you just pause to read that if you want. But yeah. So now we're going to get onto the second Enderlin tornado. So the second Enderlin tornado touched down the F1, already wedging out kinda and doing some low end EF1 damage. As the tornado is continuing, it kind of shrinks, doing some EF0 damage. Of 74 miles per hour. The tornado strengthens briefly up to EF1 again before going down this kind of weird path. The tornado then strengthens up to a high-end EF1 before roping out. With, yeah. So the tornado grew up to 1,000 yards wide with the peak winds weren't that, but like the peak winds were like 107. Still high-end EF1, but what was that again? This EF1 tornado traveled for about 7.97 miles, peak width of 1,000 yards wide, thankfully no injuries or fatalities, mainly staying over rural areas, I guess, might sort of figure out. Also, some other tornadoes I'd like to mention. What the hell is this doing there? Some other tornadoes I'd like to mention is the Dickinson tornado, that tornado, Jamestown tornado, that was also sort of a wedge, one of the Valley City tornadoes, and yeah, so it's gonna be it. Bye. If you want to, you could subscribe. Don't really care, but it will be thankful. I'll be thankful if you do. I'm probably scared. I don't really care. Anyways, bye. See ya. Yeah, see you.